on into the room. Be coachable, teachable, trainable. Post your city and state where you are actually catching this value from. Please, if you would. My name is Brandmaster Martina Britt Yelverton, and today we are discussing your brand's reputation, both online and in these internet streets. And I hope that you will take the opportunity to tap the screen and share this with others inside of your network so that they can get this valuable information as well. I would greatly appreciate it. So we're going to run this introduction to give you guys a little bit of information about the background of the Brandmaster and how you can get into our Learn, Lead, and LevelUp.com community to get more information even beyond your brand and its reputation. So let's go ahead and roll this intro and we'll go from there. Hey y'all, hey, Brandmaster Martina Britt Yelverton here, updating you about our daily live training and follow-up live open office hours. Join me every Tuesday through Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for live actionable lessons on building your brand from scratch. We'll cover everything from tools, strategies, and systems like Canva, StreamYard, Go High Level, AI technology, and more, to include the exact steps to take you from confused to confident. And the best part is after each live stream, you can hop on Zoom with us to ask your questions and get personalized answers. Don't miss out. Mark your calendar and subscribe now to this YouTube channel. Join our free community, and I'll say it louder for the people in the back. If you want to learn, lead, and level up your automation in your MLM company, or as an entrepreneur who could possibly be struggling in your business, we not only have the solution, we also have the experts. Yes, this is your sign to join us. Our entire team is live each weekday. So if you snooze, you will lose. I said what I said. You heard what you heard. Now do what you now know you need to do to get your assets in order. So again, guys, come on into the room. Be coachable, teachable, trainable. Post your city and state from where you are joining us from so that I can ensure that you are getting this information. Today's topic is managing your brand's reputation online and even how to respond. So your brand's reputation is one of the most valuable assets that you have inside of your brand and in your business. That reputation is key. A single bad review or a public complaint can literally impact, both negatively, we hope positively, the customer's trust and its sales, right? So we want to keep that in mind when we're thinking about building and scaling this month of February, the brand's reputation, because it builds trust, number one. And even though, you understand a poor review can drive customers away, if you are prepared for that review, right? If you are prepared for that complaint, if you are prepared for that negative comment, and you are coached and trained how to turn it positive, then that's a win-win situation. So on today's session, I'm going to walk you through how to monitor, manage, and protect your brand's online reputation. We're going to talk about how to handle some negative feedback and some objections right away. We're also going to discuss some social listening tools that you can implement right now, right, to help you stay ahead of the conversation. So if you're not monitoring what's being said about your brand, then you could be missing opportunities to connect with customers. And you could also be missing opportunities to prevent issues that could well itself and cause PR destruction inside of your brand. Okay. So today specifically, let me check my list. We're going to talk about brand reputation and why it matters more than ever. We're going to discuss how to monitor and respond to feedback professionally. We're going to discuss some listening tools that you can implement right now to track what people are saying about your brand. We're going to talk about strategies to strengthen your brand trust and credibility. We're going to talk about some crisis management and what to do if your brand gets a negative, comment, complaint, or some negative press. And we're going to talk about some tools that you can utilize to track and manage your online reputation. We're going to try to get all that done in 30 minutes or less. So thank you so much, Lori, for joining, and Phyllis Williams for joining. So good to see each and every one of you over here on TikTok. I greatly appreciate that. If you guys send messages and I happen not to see them, please charge it to my desire to get this value to you. I'm not ignoring you in the comments. trust and believe. Okay. So go ahead and tap the screen and share this with your network so that they can get in on this valuable information and they can learn how to do a great job in managing their online brand. So again, what you heard me say initially is trust is built on what people see about you online, right? Negative press reviews or feedback can really hurt your credibility. And if you take a proactive approach to managing your brand, then this can enhance your trust. You're probably thinking, oh, why does this brand reputation matter so much? Some people could literally be thinking that it matters because, again, it could damage your trust and your credibility among those who you actually care about their thoughts, their thinking about your brand, right? Because we understand that a brand is what resides in the prospect, the customer, the clients, the people's mind about you and your promise, right? And if you have no earthly idea what a brand is, then definitely take an opportunity to go to cheatsheet.martinabrityelverton.com. There is a free download checklist available there for you. There are 3 print, web, and social media videos that will give you in-depth information about a brand from 3 different perspectives so that you can learn more about your brand. But again, why concern yourself with the reputation, trust, credibility, and long-term customer loyalty and referability? Okay. So again, a negative reputation or comment can cost you leads. It can cost you partnerships. And ultimately, it can cost you revenue. Social media has made brand perception and public trust and instant devaluing or building up right now. So you must be proactive, not reactive. Let's go ahead and monitor, track, find, locate, set up those things in place so that if something happens, you're alerted, you're aware, okay? How to monitor, track, okay, and be proactive, and how to actually respond to some of that in a professional way to some of that criticism. You want to actually go through step 1 of setting up alerts to monitor what is being said. And we're going to show that to you in a moment. And step 2, you want to respond to both positive and negative feedback in a professional and authentic way, right? And in step 3, you want to encourage satisfied customers to leave their testimonial, to leave their positive engagement, to leave a review, right? And so what I can show you quickly on screen is one of the ways that you can go ahead and implement the option to set up an alert. And I'm sharing this on screen for those of you who are on LinkedIn, who are on Facebook, but especially to those who are on YouTube. This information on screen for those of you who are on IG and who are on TikTok, just listen in intently or come on over to YouTube. So I'm going to share my screen here and I'm going to show you this information on screen. And if you have no idea or have not heard of this system, then today is your day to get this information. All right. This is called Google Alerts. You can go to alerts.google.com, alerts.google.com, right? This is called a social listening tool and it is free. This allows you to get notifications when your brand is mentioned, right? So that you can stay abreast of different things that are being said about your brand or business. Again, you can go to alerts.google.com. It's going to change the URL to google.com/alerts, but people get confused sometimes with the forward and the backslash. So I always say, use what you know makes sense. Okay. So again, thank you guys for engaging on IG and TikTok. I greatly appreciate it. I'm sorry you can't see the screen, but I'm going to repeat it for you again. For you, you need to go ahead and jot this down, alerts.google.com, alerts.google.com. When you go there, you are able to monitor and set up an option to watch and hear and see what is being said about your business or your brand. You're available to go in, enter your name, your business name, your email address, your handle, and you will receive alerts when your name, your business, your brand, your slogan, or whatever are mentioned online. That gives you an opportunity, again, to be proactive about what's being said. So you are available to type right in. For the purpose of this, we're going to go ahead and enter Brand Master, and then you will see it show you previews of where it sees right now where that's being mentioned, and then you can actually create an alert. So I just clicked on the one for Brand Master, and it's taking me out here to see what Kooth Resource Hub is. For some reason, that triggered for that particular alert. Not saying that that is the one that we want to check, but if I were trying to set up an alert, that is the one that I would select. Yeah, I want to know what's being said about Brand Master, and I like to create the alert. Now, when Brand Master is actually mentioned, I will get an email regarding that. Now I'm aware. If it doesn't deliver the content or what I'm looking for, it's simple as going right over here, hitting the trash can, and now I will no longer receive an alert about that particular one. Other tools that you can use to track the mentions of your brand, your industry, your competitors, even in real time, to help you respond quickly to feedback or even to spot trends, right? And again, to monitor your audience are Google Alerts, Brand24, Hootsuite Insights, Sprout Social, and Mention. You can Google any of these and they will walk you through, because everything, as you know, right now is pretty much plug and play, so that you can see what you need to see to stay abreast of what's being said about your business or your brand. Okay. Again, that was a quick demo on how quickly and easily you can set up Google Alerts to be able to be notified again via email of what's being said about you when you put your specific keyword, web address, email address, slogan, even your competitor's information into the search box and say create an alert. And now you just want to stay abreast of when that happens. Okay. So let's move on to strategies that you can utilize right now to strengthen your brand trust and credibility. Number one strategy is that you can and you should be transparent. Like, show real customer testimonies and case studies. I do this via my main website, and I can show that very quickly. Here on my main website, again, I'm sharing a screen. For those of you who are on YouTube, LinkedIn, and Facebook, you can actually see here on the main page, when you scroll down, I actually have live customer testimonials, right? Where I've either done a brand review, I'm coaching a client, or I'm interviewing a client. You can see this directly on my website in real time. And I make sure that is available. You guys see transparently, if you scroll further down, about 10 or 15 clients that I'm currently working with directly, managing, have set up their branding, either their logo, their rebranding, their marketing, their website, their brand development. They are a coaching client, or we've gone through landing pages, funnels, and things like that. I leave that transparently on the main page, right? So I can show real customer testimonials and case studies, actual brand clients. Yes, when you do this, let me just be honest again and transparent. When you do this, you literally open yourself up to be poached. Hey, but if you are building a firm foundation, an engaging foundation with your client that is built on loyalty and referability, hey, I wouldn't worry about being poached. Do your job, serve your client, and those people that are for you will remain with you. Trust me, I have a long history of being poached. Plenty of my clients have gone to competitors, and my clients will even tell you plenty of them have had to come back, right? Because everything that glitters ain't gold out there. But again, get off my soapbox. Number one was be transparent and show real customer testimonials and case studies. Step number two, to strengthen your brand trust and credibility. Be proactive. Engage with your audience before they even have to reach out. So a lot of times, my clients don't understand that their business is on the World Wide Web. So here we are on the Google My Business Profile Manager, several of the clients' GMBs that I manage, and they don't realize, the Winston-Salem Sportsman's Club, that they currently have 74 recent customer interactions on their Google My Business page. The same thing for my Faith Missionary Baptist Church of Selma, 247 257 recent customer interactions. The same here for the Hayes Foundation. Most recent customer interactions, 10 customer interactions. SEC out of Bowie's Creek, North Carolina, 319 customer interactions. Divine Destiny out of Wilson, 218 customer interactions. They don't realize this is happening in real time, and it's my job to ensure that I reach out to them and be proactive and let them know, hey, we need to work on your Google reviews. Customers are coming and they're Googling you and they are looking for you out here on the World Wide Web. And we haven't scaled into the next area of your business and started to request reviews. So being proactive and engaging with my clients and letting them know this is something we need to make sure is in place for the next step is the way to build your trust and credibility. And again, number 3 in the way to build trust and credibility is to be consistent. Keep your messaging, visuals, and customer service aligned. So in my consistency here, starting out in 2025, I'm live each and every Tuesday through Friday, giving you brand value at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, letting you know in January, we talked about the foundations. This month of February, we're closing out tomorrow with building and scaling. And in March, we're mastering the brand growth. Okay. Being consistent, making sure you understand what this brand and what this business looks like from the foundational basic setup all the way through to when you build and scale and on into when you actually master the growth. Keeping the message, keeping all of the visuals and all of the customer service attributes that and assets that we have for the BrandYOU agency, keeping all of that aligned. So those are the 3 crucial steps that you can implement right now in your own business or brand to build trust and credibility. Now, you did hear me mention crisis management, what to do if you get negative press, what to do if you get a bad comment, what to do if you get a complaint. Because trust and believe, I am the queen of receiving something and it going left, and I will leave a review. Why? Because that is going to get their attention that I am a serious consumer, that I have invested my trust in your brand or in your business, and something went left and I need us to fix it. If you're on the receiving end of that, you have to honor that customer's trust in the fact that you delivered a product that they are dissatisfied with. And now again, if you have not been prepared on how to respond to that customer, this could go left and it could ruin your online reputation. So let's start with step 1. What can you do when your brand or your business receives negative press or a complaint or a bad review? Number 1, you must stay calm. Pay attention and assess the situation. Why? Because going off left, getting up in an uproar publicly will only make it worse. It's like you're going to panic and you're going to make the situation worse. So number 1 thing is, as a business or a brand, stay calm. Assess what the problem is, right? And then move into acknowledgement and empathy for what's actually happening. Address the situation, I'm telling you, head on. Okay, I understand that you're saying you did not like this particular product or service, right? Ignoring it is not going to help. Go ahead and acknowledge and receive and validate what the situation is, right? So that you acknowledge and your client or your customer or your prospect is heard. Number 3, offer a solution. Take responsibility where the problem ensued and offer a solution. Now, you know, at the BrandYOU agency, we have a no refund policy. So the first thing I'm going to do is what? Stay calm. I'm going to recognize that you did not like the actual initial logo draft that was delivered, and then I'm going to offer a solution. Once I understand what the problem is, then I'm going to offer a redraft. Now, in the agreement, I've already covered myself because we're not going to have 15, 20, 30 redrafts, right? I've already covered that we're going to have 2 redrafts, and I may offer a third. And somewhere between these 3, we need to dig deep and figure out what the best option, answer, or alternative is so that we can move your needle forward. And then finally, you want to follow up and rebuild trust. This only happens between communication and action. All right. So once you receive, it's not that I don't like the logo. I really prefer a different color. Great, no problem. Right now, we're looking at the foundation of the logo in black and white before we color the situation with colors and attributes that may not move your needle. In this base foundation is the structure, or the icons, or the elements. Is all of that exactly what we discussed in your consultation? Yes or yes? Great. Now we discuss the movement and the implementation of the color. Okay, again, we receive it, we figure out what the problem is, we diagnose it, and then we move forward with the solution, keeping open communication. That is literally the 4 steps that you can implement right now, right, to move forward. And if you have a tool, if you have a system, because you've gone through the membership that is available inside of the BrandYOU agency, and you are available to pay attention to your reviews and things that you utilize inside of your review system, if you have trolls, if you have bots that leave reviews, you are available to only show the reviews that make sense. Why? Because everybody has a bot. Everybody's using AI. Not everybody is using it for a positive outcome. Now, when you actually show the information on your website, if you know, I don't know how WhatsApp does it, but for some reason, several people end up with WhatsApp comments on their Facebook review area, WhatsApp comments on their actual GMB area, and they come out of nowhere, right? Then you can literally just go in and positively dispute that. And you can just leave a visual response, professional, that may say, I am not sure how we encountered business or how we were able to go into business together from your perspective. However, I'm unaware of a business connection with you because I have no interest in whatever that review is or whatever that brand is. However, I do appreciate you giving this type of engagement on my review process. However, we actually haven't done business, and I would really enjoy it if you could actually go in and edit and delete and remove this comment from my review, since we actually haven't conducted any business together. I wish you the greatest of success, and end it. That is how you can positively respond to some of the bots. Hey, when Google sees that response, now it's in their hands. When you issue the complaint with Google, when you go ahead and respond positively and professionally, now it's in their hands to either remove or keep that review. Always remain calm, respond yes, right, and respond positively. And now it's over into the hands of Google to remove that, okay? So that is one of the ways that you can also ensure that you are responding even to a client or a prospective or a bot that has nothing to do with your business or your brand, because we all fall prey with these online technologies that actually mean us harm, but you still must respond. Okay. So as we begin to close out, I told you today was going to be an easy one. As we begin to close out, I want to make sure that I give you guys next steps and things that you can do, right? So one of the things that you can do, let's get my screen shared here again. Inside of our system, there we go. Inside of our system, we have an option that's called workflows. And inside of workflows, you actually can create a workflow. And if you have no earthly idea what a workflow is, yay or yay to the fact that we have training for that. But beyond that, then select a recipe. And you can actually select a recipe. And when you select a specific recipe, let's see if I can find the one for reviews. Here you are available to go into this option. I'm sharing my screen. If you guys don't know on TikTok and IG, I'm sharing my screen for those who are catching us on Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube, which is where you should all be. You are available to put up a workflow that's already set up and structured. And if you have an appointment with a client, Then, as soon as the appointment is marked shown by your automation that is set up, it will trigger this review request. If you don't know what a review request is, it's you requesting a person to leave you a review. Additionally, if you want to just go ahead and mark a client as one, meaning you actually won the opportunity to engage with them, this will trigger the send review. If you want to add a tag to them, meaning a coding that says this is my client, or we met, or this is a person who did this, that, or another, yay, it will trigger the automation. What is the automation? It's going to send them a review request. And here it's going to say, I would like this person to leave me a review. It's going to automatically wait an hour. And then it may send an email to them saying, hey, thank you for engaging with me on today. However you structure or set it up. Thank you for engaging with the BrandYOU agency on today. Would you mind leaving me a review? This is automatically set up in place. This is a structure that we will need to run because, as you see, we have not done this for the Winston-Salem Sportsman's Club. There are no reviews. The same for Faith Missionary Baptist Church of Selma. A lot of these rural entities don't realize how important it is to collect reviews on the largest platform on the internet, which is Google. Also, for the Hayes Foundation, we'll be issuing to all of those donors and those vendors and those current entities that are collaborated and partner with the Hayes Foundation. We need to enact a review process. SEC, same thing, brand new business out of a construction contractor business out of Bowie's Creek, North Carolina. We need those reviews. Divine Destiny currently is holding 2 reviews. We need to be able to reactivate an initiative so we can get those reviews up. Currently, Family First Designs with 50 reviews has a 5.0. That's important because when you are looking to determine if you're going to do business with someone, some practice, some brand, some entity, you do go and Google them. Like restaurants, I will read through Google reviews prior to determining, hey, as a family, do we want to go and visit this restaurant? Based on the Google reviews. Google reviews matter. This is your online reputation that is at stake. So what we will need to do is ensure that we're requesting our clients, our customers, places that we do business with, to leave a review about our engagement. That's one of the things that I want you to do. The next thing that I want you to do is I want you to set up a Google alert. You saw me walk through the process. As you saw, it's very simple. Going over to alerts.google.com, going ahead and entering, and you need to do that from your Gmail account, going ahead and issuing the name of the business, your name as the founder, whatever hashtag or slogan. Go ahead and issue alerts as well as your competitors so that you can be made aware of social trends, the way that that brand is moving in these internet streets, and if there are things that you need to enhance inside of your brand, right? And if you have not done this, go ahead and issue a brand audit on your own online presence. Are you implementing reviews? Are you asking for testimonies? Are those testimonies strong, right? One of the ways that I get testimonies from my clients is I prerequisite the situation and I say, hey, would you like for me to do a brand review? These are the things that I'm going to be looking for. I also asked them, would you like to engage in being on the BrandYOU podcast, the BrandYOU Abyss podcast? And would you like for me to go through an interview process? Yes or yes. Here are the 4 questions that I'm going to ask you. Here is the bonus 5th question that I'm going to ask you and give you an opportunity to share yourself, to pitch yourself, to pique others, and to share what it is that you do. We're going to record the whole thing. I'm going to give you a copy. I'm going to have copy, and we're going to chop it up, and we can utilize it as reels. If you want to see an example of those, you can go to any of the platforms, Facebook, IG, Shorts on YouTube, Reels on TikTok, to see a lot of that content. You want to be able to use that to continue to make sure your brand is still of a high priority for those in your network. Why? Because that information is going to be shared out, and you want to ensure that everyone is understanding the value of your brand. So I want to ask the question as we close, have you ever managed a negative review? And if you have ever had to manage a negative review, what was the outcome? How did you handle that? Right? What feedback did you utilize? Like, how did you handle that? Trust me, your girl, I think on my reviews channel for my own personal mention or whatever, you know how once you go to a restaurant, you're leaving all these reviews and everything. I know I have over, 300-400 places that I've reviewed. And I do the same thing even on Amazon. I'm always reviewing because why? My voice matters. Your voice matters. That voice matters to others who are watching and looking at it as well. So ensure you are being positive. Make sure that you are giving value even in your review. Why? Because other people see that. So my reviews usually say, as a brand master at the BrandYOU agency, I enjoyed this product or service because. Why? Because someone else reading that review may go, what is a brand master? What is the BrandYOU agency? That is a free opportunity to peak by simply using a review. But make sure you're going to be authentic and make sure that that is your brand messaging and that is your brand voice, or you're going to come across inauthentic. Okay. So I asked the question again, have you ever had to manage a negative review or a public comment? And how did you handle that? What was the feedback? Okay. Thank you so much for receiving that. Thank you for your engagement on today. Thank you for being able to receive these key takeaways. We talked about your online reputation and why it matters. It matters because people, if they don't trust you, they won't buy from you. If they won't buy from you, they won't refer you. Okay. Also, we talked about some social listening tools that can help you track what's being said about your brand in real time, how you can use some of those social listening tools, Google Alerts, mentioned Brand24 to monitor those conversations, how you can positively, right, respond to negative feedback, remaining calm. Do not ignore the situation, address it, offer a solution, and follow up with consistent communication, right? And how you can proactively build a brand through engagement, trust, transparency, and consistency. I appreciate you guys. I hope the information that you received today was valuable. If it was, tap the screen, share the stream so others can hear and see what it is that you learned on today. What's going on, Vanessa out of Baltimore? So good to see you, my friend. So good to see you, CTT Squad member. Again, if you do have business questions, then come on into the BrandYOU agency, the Learn, Lead, and Level Up community today. As soon as we wrap up this information to ask your brand or your business questions, I'll share on here how to get access to that. What you want to do is go over to learnleadandlevelup.com. I'll say that one more time for the people in the back. You can join us live as soon as we close this out. Learnleadandlevelup.com. Register for your free membership in this community. And then once you come into the community, if you'll come into the community, click on the discussion tab up top. That's going to give you your welcome video. Additionally, you can click on the events tab, and that is going to allow you to click on today's date. It will allow you to see the link to join us in the Zoom room. Come into the Zoom room, private Zoom room, ask your burning business or brand question on today. And I am excited to close out the month of February. We close out the month of February on tomorrow, and tomorrow's discussion will be the tracking your business growth metrics. So there's some stats that I want to show you from the Watch Me Work Wednesdays, where we discussed your brand's domain effective use inside your social media, your lead generation, your content conversion, as well as your brand clarity. I'm going to show you some stats and some results from some of the landing pages that we've created and what that process looks like and how we're tracking the growth, especially over on IG, which actually has surprised me, right? I'm focused on YouTube, but I'm noticing some amazing stats that are happening over on IG. So, hey, I'm going to share that with you on tomorrow and what that looks like and how we were able to achieve these results. What were the steps we utilized foundationally, building and scaling. And then next week, we're going to be in the month of March. You're going to get some marching orders, and we're going to move forward with actually how to master your brand growth. Thank you again for your time on today. I greatly appreciate it. And again, I hope to see you in after office hours. Go to learnleadandlevelup.com, register for your free account, click on the events tab, and join us inside of the Zoom room. Hey y'all, hey, Brandmaster Martina Britt Yelverton here, updating you about our daily live training and follow-up live open office hours. Join me every Tuesday through Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for live actionable lessons on building your brand from scratch. We'll cover everything from tools, strategies, and systems like Canva, StreamYard, Go High Level, AI technology, and more, to include the exact steps to take you from confused to confident. And the best part is, after each live stream, you can hop on Zoom with us to ask your questions and get personalized answers. Don't miss out. Mark your calendar and subscribe now to this YouTube channel. Join our free community, and I'll say it louder for the people in the back. If you want to learn, lead, and level up your automation in your MLM company, or as an entrepreneur who could possibly be struggling in your business, we not only have the solution, we also have the experts. Yes, this is your sign to join us. Our entire team is live each weekday. So if you snooze, you will lose. I said what I said. You heard what you heard. Now do what you now know you need to do to get your assets in order.